Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Hello everyone, Ozokright here, back with another week of Fire Emblem Fridays. Only with slightly less energy than usual. Wasn't exactly planning on staying up for a good chunk of last night, it just kinda ended up happening. Getting carried away and distracted will do that to you. And then it's like, oh, might as well go all the way, and then you regret it. You regret it. Anyways, I'm on 2 hours of sleep right now. And we're about to play a strategy game some more. So that should be a fun combination. Before I get started, I do want to give a thank you again to Tribulated for sending a follow yesterday. We are now 1 follower away from the 70 follower goal we have set at the bottom. And then a friendly reminder before we start to check out the Discord if you want to vote on any polls related to the games we play and the methods we play same games using. Without further ado, let's boot her up. You need me to not tell anyone at all. I promise not to tell anyone unless they watch this stream VOD or if it's something that concerns your safety. Is that good enough? Finished chapter 11 last time. We are on chapter 12 now, Village of Silence. Because it was a second part of a 2 chapters in a row thing, I did not get to train off stream this weekend. Aw. Well, it'll be nice enough to type my name in there for a few seconds there just so you can see it. Like so. 3, 2, 1. And since you're letting me change it, I don't think there's anyone else in here besides you, so simple is as simple does. But yeah, no worries, I won't tell anyone. Alright, so we're climbing up Kerpolin, I think it was called. We're following Soleil, because he's the one who knows his way up the mountain. Perhaps we should rest, my lady. Master Soleil, is it much farther? We're close. It's only half a day ahead. I would ask for a moment's rest before continuing. Yeah, no worries, pup. I get you. We are all exhausted. We can go no farther today. No, Seth, I'll be fine. We must not be delayed by any weakness. I didn't realize we'd be climbing so high. Whoops! As I warned you before we set out, the footing here can be treacherous. Do you people truly live in this place? These barren crags seem unfit for human habitation. To your wealth brings strife. We've no need of these things. In this we are both one mind with the great dragon. The great dragon? No time for that. Monsters. Ah, Princess Eirika. Watch out! More monsters. Master Soleil, do these creatures normally inhabit this region? No. Those things come from Darkling Woods. It's been a long time since they've wandered this far afield. It's as the Elder says, evil omens take many shapes. Looks like those fiends have noticed us as well. We should move, Eirika. Alright, so the good news is, unlike the last chapter, this is not a Fog of War map. Bad news is, this is still a bit of a struggle. The main thing to know is how many fucking units are in the mountains. You have spiders. You have eyeballs with their magic attack. And you have gargoyles with their flying ability to fly straight over them. If it is in the mountains, it will try to reach you as fast as it fucking can. So this is going to be a bit of a struggle, just to keep us from being surrounded. We are required to take 2 units, Eirika because she is our lord, and Soleil because he's the one guiding us up the mountains. Luckily, Soleil is at least promoted and has some decent magic. He also can hold a healing stave, which I will now give him. He also has the ability to access light magic. So I'll buy him one of those from the shop as well. If there's none in here. There's none. I just want him to have his options right. Not taking Calm because we are in the mountains and we are dealing with some pretty bad conditions here without Fog of War or Treasure to Steal. Well, there probably is 1 or 2 units with Treasure to Steal, but it's not the focus. Who to bring? Might be a good idea to bring Tana along. Gillian might struggle against all the magic. Who needs some skill right now? Because that's what the secret book does. Looks like Lute's the one who's lowest right now. We have a short spear to trade. That goes to Kyle. I'll trade a spare iron sword to Eirika just to make sure she has options. That being said, this is probably going to be at least somewhat of a messy chapter, and at least until we can get the units in the mountains cleared out. I'm concerned for Ewan as well. I'll go with you. I hope he is safe. He is not doing well. Hey, wait a moment. We can work this out. You, aren't interested in talking, are you? He hides in this house. Where'd all those freaks come from? Gotta get back and warn everyone. But I do wonder if grandmother is alright. So the bad news is someone's going to need to spend a turn visiting this house in order to recruit a guy who is level -9 in level 12. Well, in chapter 12. And it's not impossible, especially since you can't have... It's not a village, it can't be ransacked. But it is something that we're going to have to worry about. Doing this will mean that Nami can counterattack the eyeball that flies down here. Arthur can try to do the same. Either they'll both try to attack Arthur, who's super effective against these guys and resists magic pretty well, or one will go for each of them, and both can get countered. So there's 2 units. We do have some flying to deal with. Monster here. These guys can't quite reach. Let's look at some of this weaponry. Because reminder, we're at the point where weaponry is going to start to be an issue. Got steel weaponry. Up, thank you, pup. It's always appreciated when you remind me like that. Hydration restocked. Got about 1.5 water bottles. If I drink enough, I'll have to restock during the stream, but I can do that during one of the ad breaks if I need to. Got poison weaponry, which is always a pain in the ass. Sharp claw, which deals more damage than the poison. Slightly worse accuracy, but only barely. Got the claw, lance, fang, eyeball, claw, claw. Killing edge over here. Always a pain in the ass to deal with, those high crit rates. A halberd, which is a fuck your horse weapon. And a steel bow, which is a fuck your Pegasus weapon. Iron Lance and Javelin. Iron Lance, Seal Lance. And reminder, this is before we see any reinforcements. I am playing around a bit with the odds here. God fucking damn it. Yeah, it's early enough that I don't feel too bad about having to reset if I need to, but still. Four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I might have to reset just because I put the Pegasus Riders too far into danger, but we'll see. Yep, coin flip here. Probably should have de-equipped the Hand Axe. But it did the job, it killed. Spiders move next. 39% chance of... Yeah, okay. That was my fault. Got too antsy on the fucking spider. I will probably rearrange the units at the start here, because the dancer should not be this far out. Let's go ahead and... do that. Maybe move one Pegasus Knights up like this. Alright. Attack is 18. Defense is 7. So that means I take 11 damage here. This can reach up here, but not here. Meaning Arthur is safe to get the hit here. Not be able to talk much because you're with a friend right now, but you'll be lurking and sometimes show up. No worries, how dare you have a real life and people to talk to? In all seriousness, take all the time you need, okay? Thank you for, even showing up. It's appreciated. Should get a kill here. Good, good. Not the worst level, but not the best either. Go ahead and get Eirika moved up a bit because Kyle has the horse range, which we don't really need to move forward as much. Plus, Ross is leading the pack right now, which I'm pretty comfortable with. Alright. Spiders move first. They're not going to be able to get a kill this time because I wasn't an idiot overextending my Pegasi. Monster does go for Tana like I thought. Doesn't get the hit though. We win this coin flip. Eyeball does go for Nami. Eyeballs do not count as flying enemies, unlike their gargoyles. But their defenses are weak enough that she can still two-shot them. Remember, they're magic units, not physical bulk. Get the other eyeball ready to smack. Attack here is 15 versus a physical defense of 8. Going to move up a bit, and I'm going to switch to the hand axe because they have a javelin. Level 15, level 12. Even if he does damage me, I do have the ability to heal with Molder, which I will do. Moving up one space will make Garrick safe. Doing these hits in particular because it will help soften them up for loot. She does need to hit both, though, which does not happen. She does get a level up, though. Which is mediocre, but gives defense at least. But maybe I should have moved back one so that the healing could happen. Get the dance off for loot at least. Two more shots. One misses. Okay, finally hits. KO. Alright, next turn. As expected, the monster doesn't deal much damage to Garrick's defenses, but Garrick is fast enough to two-shot the guy. Level up. Brings him up to level 12, which is pathetically low level. Alright, all the spiders are moving. Eyeball goes down after Nemi. Has a 1 in 3 shot of landing. Misses. And just like that, eyeball down, eyeball down. Hand axe as predicted coming in here. Not fast enough to 2-shot this guy though. Need another hit for that. Ooh, that's a low hit rate. And whoever comes up there needs to be able to handle these guys too. Good news about the gargoyles is that because they're flying, they don't get the dodging bonus of the mountains. Attack of 25. Ow. Heal this up. No more eyeballs up here until like this high up. So Nami can start her trek back down. $15, 12 versus defensive 9. That's a good chunk of damage, and I don't want to subject myself to that right away. Yeah, this guy can deal a good chunk of damage to us if he hits. Rainsword can help with that if it hits. Got one hit. Not the second. 25 against 8 is going to be 17 damage worth if it hits. Just getting some more bulky people up front. Level up from Molder, give me something good. It's 2. Not as bad as it could have been, but definitely could have been better. Alright, let's see how this goes. Spider goes after Ross. We dodge, and we should kill here, because it doesn't have the mountain dodge now. Some of the spiders are getting out of the mountains finally. Fiery Fangs do hit, but they don't hit that hard. The main issue is that these monsters are quick enough to avoid getting doubled. And sometimes will even double us. Do watch our step around them. This spider is slow as shit right now. Now do be aware as we move down here that we're going to start moving into gargoyle range. Which is part of why I wanted to use one of the Pegasus Knights to help open the path. Gonna do this so Mulder can get through. And heal Russ so that he's ready to deal with them. Because he's got the weapon triangle advantage against those guys. Do note the spider on the right is one turn away from being freed from the mountains. All three gargoyles can be within range of this square, but not at the same time. Go ahead and advance into the group, just in case there's any reinforcements down here. They're probably coming soon. And that is something we have to be wary of. Good news about Kyle is that he's tanky enough to not worry about these monsters. Gets a level up, level 14 now. It's only 2 stats, but at least it's strength. So this guy can go all the way down here, 2 up. The nest can go a bit to the right. These guys aren't the strongest, so they're not going to deal the most damage, but they are going to deal some damage if they hit. Alright, let's see how this goes. It is a 47% chance to deal 8 damage. Misses. And they are slow enough to get doubled, but not weak enough to get 2-shot. The other one comes down as well, 50% chance to do 8 damage. Loses the coin flip. And takes 20 damage for the trouble. So we have that. The spider's almost free. The other spider's almost free. Most of the spiders are free. Or about to be free. Ross is not fast enough to double these guys, but he is fast enough to whack them. And most importantly, he's not frail enough to die from any of these guys, even if they all hit. So we get 1 kill out of the way here. We do have a spider about to descend here. Get the KO here. No problem. Got a Sharp Claw over here with an attack of 25. Defense of 13. Still going to take a good chunk of damage. Yeah, that still counts as peak. Ooh. The best odds for us are to have him wait in this corner. Because then he has no chance of dealing with their avoidance bonus. This is a one-shot versus a two-shot. Good job. And we can get some hits with the longbow in here for a surprise kill. Shouts to Nami here. Level 16. Not the best level, not the worst. Had speed. Get the dance off so that she can help someone and get experience, thankfully. 2 turns away from her next level. Almost level 5. So we block here. And we block on this side for you. Move up, and move up. Spider, as you can see, still deals 12 damage to our physically defensive knight. We are fast enough to double it, though. And Kyle can likely finish it off on his turn. As expected, monster goes for the ones that's not losing the weapon triangle to. And the Slam Lance ain't gonna do much of anything to him. Now then, we can get a bow shot off, though. And as you can expect, that goes pretty well against a gargoyle. Doesn't get too much experience, but it gets the kill. Also getting kills Kyle, who did have to waste an entire turn over here doing that. But spiders do be like that. This one is a Poison Claw reminder, so watch out anyone who's near here. Attacks 12. Get the heal over here. Almost out of the mountains down here. We're safe for now. The question is for how much longer. heal off for experience. Only 5 experience because he's promoted, but we still take those. Alright, the spiders are moving down. Garrick walls them defensively. Doesn't get doubled, doesn't double either. Not too surprising considering these guys' speed. Get some damage off on it. Guaranteed hits, mind you. And then have Kyle finish it off. Not bad, not bad. Luke can get the kill here. Good stuff, good stuff. This is a Poison Claw spider. Not the strongest physically. Still deals probably 7 to 10 damage for most of our units. But if we move up into range to attack at this turn, we are in range of getting attacked by the other spider. Approach with caution. And by that, I mean throw a fucking axe at it. Hell yeah. This one is the stronger physical one. But Garrick can stomach one hit. No problem. Especially if he gets a kill here and doesn't get poisoned. Weapon level increased. Can this guy climb? He cannot climb the mountain this turn. We do have to start being mindful of these eyeballs up here. Can't reach us this turn, but we're like 1 or 2 turns away from reaching where they can hit us. Gonna dance for the archer because the horse guy has more range and can move farther without needing the dancer. Level up, level 5. Even for a dancer, that level is garbage. Alright, spider on Garrick. 15 damage. Does get doubled, but that is a lot of damage. Saleh is close enough to heal it, though. Ah, there's the reinforcements. Told you they'd been showing up sooner or later. These guys are not the problem. They're fast enough to double some of us, but they're 15 speed. But the main issues are these gargoyles. Steel Lance Javelin, Axe Reaver, Lance Javelin, Horse Slayer, Steel Lance, Iron Lance Javelin. These guys have some weaponry to fuck some of us up. Be on our guard. get the heal on Garrick here. Main worry here is just how exposed Tethys will be if they all surround her. Might get a bit rough here. Up, coin flip here. Hits. They are fast enough to double this guy though, so he is dead. KO. Level up. Garbage level. Thanks. Very cool. Sharp Claw. Low chance, but it does a lot of damage if it hits. Ross does 2-hit kill the spider though. The gargoyles begin their flight up. Ross does take a couple hits, but he does knock it down to 1. And as you can see, they're quickly approaching us. And we only have so much time before they take the fight to us. Did kind of need to get that hit to go my way. Was a bit low of odds for my liking. We are not letting you out yet. Stay in there. Healing Ross. And moving up so that we can attract the eyeball down. With someone who can definitely take that. 13 versus 14. We are not within dog range yet, but any farther and we will be. Seven and 15. Speed is 19 here. Tonic can wall these guys off for a turn or two. The only one here I'm worried about is this Horse Slayer. Ad starts in 5 minutes, by the way. Sorry, y'all. Get Nemi a dance. The iron bow ready, and wait. Moving any farther forward here is going to put us in range of that. It's going to be a bit tough here. I'm going to let you lead this side's defense, because this side does not have a horse slayer. Keep you in the middle. The spider is moving down. We do have to be wary of that. Oh, really? You're going to block off the path there? Alright. Got the hit there. But more importantly, we're walling them off. Eyeball moves down as predicted. As predicted, it can't do shit. That being said, Tana can't deal with the wolves and the gargoyles. Up! They land a 33, but we get the crit. So who really's laughing? Still them, because she's in trouble. And good news is with Tethys' help, Naomi can take down these two by herself. Not quite how by herself works, but I like to pretend it is. Move you down. Do you have a ranged weapon? You do not. So the Axe Reaver is weak to swords. Points is 39. Best shot. Here we go. Trying to have Sele draw the aggression up here so that no one else charges at us. We are going to have to deal with this guy and this guy next turn, probably. Lance and Javelin. Only one of them can reach, though. Ad should be starting any moment. I'll take a pause for that when it occurs. Okay. Back in a few. Ha. 1 minute left. Hold on. Alright, welcome back, y'all. Sorry about that. And I do have to use that's here to help naming. Luckily, they're just barely out of reach of her for now. Sorry. Guess if it's a reaver, then a regular weapon will work better. Alright, now then. They approach. Oh, she gets the crit! It's not enough to kill, but it'll be enough to wind up for a kill. Up they move. And up these guys move. Up in range of a shot. Whiffs it. But that is something to note. Cal can be in charge of this defense. Whack. His attacks aren't the most accurate against these guys, dodgy as they are, but he can keep us from the worst of it. Get this out of the way. Level up. It's not strength, but it's just about everything else. Six times 2. 6 times 2. Now then, could be rough. Okay, we live that. And we get her moving more. And then we snipe you out of the sky. Good. Now we do have to heal. What do you mean you can still attack this far around? Fuck off. We'll get rid of you. Now we can safely infiltrate the house with Ewan in it. I believe it was the bottom one. She has speed of 13 versus speed of 10. 20 damage, 6 defense. So that's 14 damage. Kind of rough, but we can deal with it. Kyle has some accuracy issues here, but he doesn't really need to worry about the damage here. The steel wall. Hits it. And dies. So it does do his job. Oh, you can hit her! Not what I expected. Whoops. Hey you, get the fuck out of here. Use up the last use of that bow there. Get the kill on you. Grab you and out of this house, and you're safe. Oh, teacher, it's you. You probably had to fight a ton of creatures to get here. Correct. You're the best. I hope I can study with you forever. Told you before, my mission is my life. You wish to learn magic, you'd be better served by another. No way, I want to be just like you. Why would I go study somewhere else? Wait, you've got to go out on a mission again, don't you? Take me with you. I've practiced a lot. I can already use all the magic you taught me. Well, you seem quite adamant. Alright, you may accompany me. I think being with me might be safer than remaining on your own. Yahoo! Pupil of Soleil. Achievement unlocked. This is a fucking baby. We are not going to let him start any fights. He will not win them. And then he can heal her right up. Alright. Just barely outside their range this turn. Alright, got a hit here. And one more hit will allow him to finally move up. There we go. Next turn he'll start moving up with the rest of us after this level up. Good fucking level. Good job, Kyle. Knew sticking with him would pay off sometime. Alright, Vanessa, move down. You need healed. Let's move you up here so you can deal with this eyeball. As expected, they go for Eirika. But she is fast enough to be able to double these guys, which is impressive. Guess I should have figured they would attack me from range. My bad. Only one of them could reach us. Burn in fire, buddy. You'd think they'd be more resistant to that considering their attacks are called Fiery Fang. Anyway, this should kill. We'll take a bit of damage, but it's nothing we can't recover from. Especially if they miss. Everything but strength, the Eirika special. Only other flying enemies left are over here, and they're kind of staying put. Alright, the next heal is going to Eirika. Good stuff. I love you, kid. You're staying back. Stay out of the way and let us help. Whoop. As predicted, it goes for the one with less defense. Completely whiffed there. That being said, our counterattack options are kind of limited here. Eirika is fast enough to avoid getting doubled, though. This guy has a steel axe, attack 21. Means he'll deal a good chunk of damage if he hits you. There we go. Move Navy up so she's ready. Probably should have healed there, my bad. Can't really move him that much farther forward without putting him in the front of combat. But he should be able to do pretty well if I do that. Because no one else is in range of that. That being said, he's probably going to go for, yeah, because the weapon triangle. That being said, terrible hit rate. And he does get 2-shot. Skill issue, try again. Move you up here. Because we have an axe versus a sword. These two guys have a lance and a sword. In case you couldn't tell, this guy would have come down if it was simply a ranged thing. He's going to stay put on here with his stupid weaponry. Reminder that his halberd says, "Fuck your horse." So he can't simply just send Kyle in. This one can go a square farther down and has a lance. So this is the way to prepare for that. Move you over here because there's gargoyles over there. Get the heal off on him. Wrapping up near the end of the chapter, we are going to still have to take down the boss, which is going to be a pain, but the initial crush of the chapter is near the end, thankfully. Tailbow accuracy misses, and Kyle does land both hits. God damn it! Had to open my big fat mouth. Ooh. It's not even like we can just seize the throne immediately. We have to. It says defeat enemies. What do these guys got? Steel Lance, Short Spear, so this one has range. Steel Lance, Iron Lance, Javelin, Steel Lance. Okay, nothing too terrible, but still. Let's not poke the spear for a bit. Let's get the hit on you. Should be a level. Yep. Is it a good level? The answer is... sure, we'll take that. Now, none of these people have fuck your horse weapons, thankfully. We do need to protect Ewan here. He is not going to have a good time with these guys. Especially the short spear guy. Level up, let's go. It's a level. Nah, never really excited about dinosaur levels. That's just kind of how it goes. I'm hoping having Kyle over here will help divert attention somewhat. Much as it can be diverted, at least. You're fine. Hello, Mario. It's been pretty quiet so far. How you doing today? We're almost done with the first chapter of the day. Might try to fit in one more chapter at this rate, unless it gives us trouble. Okay, they do approach. One of them does have weapon triangle advantage. Still dies. Good, good. Ooh, it's moving far right. I don't know if I like that. This guy did move from his spot. I don't like that either. So we got a formation down here. So if nothing can reach past this point down here, this guy has a steel lance. He can't reach the house, but if we put our more physically defensive, let's see, your speed's 20 on you, so you're going to be the dodgier one. We'll put you here to help deal with this. Move down, move around. Get the heal here. Right now the challenge of the mission has been mostly these fucking gargoyles popping in through the mountains, making them hard to hit. We're a bit low on heal staves, not a fan of that. Getting 10% experience any way we can. Alright, they're starting to fly down here. As expected, one of them did take the bait of going straight for Tana. And as you can see, it definitely is bait, because that didn't fucking work for them. Iron Lance breaks, but we have another. Another one flies down for Tana. I didn't expect that one. I forgot one of them has range. Ooh, that heavy spear could have bit us, but... I can get the kill on this one. Nemi Pacha time. Snipe, snipe. Really helps cut into these numbers. But yeah, these hit chances are not in this guy's favor. And I opened my fucking mouth. Main issue is these other guys can reach her too. And that low chance hit might have ruined our run. Let's find out. Maybe takes down a second one. We can rescue. But now we're in kind of a rough position. Get the heal on her. Constitution's 5. It's gonna suck. Whiffs! Good. And then this one, I wasn't as worried about because Arthur will kill on the counterattack. Panic attack diverted. Good God. Whiffs and hits. Good job, loot. Good stuff. Now, I don't think you'll be much use against these guys, so we can get you near them. How much damage does this guy do? 25 with a 93% hit chance. So I'd deal 18 damage, but has less than a 50% chance to hit. That guy's still not attacking. Gonna get this guy and then have Ross pull him out of the way. Like so. Got Steel Lance, Steel Lance. Got a bit of a log jam up here, which is going to make it hard for us to get attacks in. Anyone need healed immediately? Only Garrick over here. Get some damage on you. If it hits. This guy deals 25 versus 14 is 11 damage. 6. So 17. 23 damage out of 34 hit points. It'd be rough, but he can take it. And that's, of course, assuming that they don't go after this one. This is a good chunk of damage. I like it. Whiffs. And in case you're wondering, no, I can't reach with that. But we can guarantee the kill with this. Loot! Let's go. Level up. Level 14. Gets an okay level. It's speed at least, but still. Do that. That. At range. Not really sure what to do with myself now here. I'm just trying to get these last 3 guys out on the right. Get some more experience, I guess. Reminder that Kyle has enough hit points to tank all 3 of these guys if they hit back to back to back. That being said, that's assuming all 3 of them can hit. Whiff. Hit. Take the hit here. Probably should have just used short spear, but go figure. Do get a level up from it. Kyle levels up to level 16. Terrible level. God-awful level. How dare you. My honor is insulted. Let's buy another heal. Or 2. It's really the only thing I can think of right now. Try to keep her out of danger. That's probably the one worry I have. And get a heal on Jerk for extra experience. Let's go. Goes for the weapon triangle. Kind of figured. Put him on the fringes of defeat, but he had enough hit points. He could tank it. Map clear. Soleil, is that you, Soleil? Tell me, is the great dragon well? I'm sorry, Elder. I searched to the west, but I found nothing. Is that so? Who's that with you? I'm Inns, Prince of Frelia. The circumstances of our journey have led us here. We would like to pass through. Please? We of Caer Pelin have turned away from the world outside. The great dragon alone holds all our honor and esteem. In this place, princes and paupers are equals. Do you have a problem with that? No, I understand. Well then, be welcomed as guests in our homes. I see some of you are injured. You should use this rock moss. We have little beyond what we need, but we will prepare food and bedding. You can rest as long as you like. Gonna keep going? I'm probably gonna give it at least 1 or 2 attempts. Probably 1 attempt, depending on how long it takes, but... We've no wish to trouble you. We'd just as soon pass straight through. Don't let your pride drive you to foolishness. That girl there looks like she's ready to collapse any moment. She's ill from the height of the mountain. Saleh, prepare some tea for the lass. Thank you, Elder. Call me grandmother, child. That is what the villagers call me. Grandmother, may I ask you a question? This great dragon... the inquisitiveness of youth. Come, lass, listen to my words. The great dragon is a blessing, one that watches over all mankind. Why, in days long past, when the Demon King appeared... Demon King? Are you speaking of the legend of the Sacred Stones? The hero Grotto used the power of 5 sacred stones to defeat and seal away? No, that's not right at all. How quickly did mankind forget its debt to the great dragon. To hear the story now, one would think humans alone brought about victory. That is a gross mistelling of the tale. Only through the great dragon's strength could the Demon King be sealed away. The great dragon and the Demon King. Mankind may have forgotten its debt, but the great dragon never forgets. It watches over the bones of the Demon King in darkling woods. It keeps the Demon King's dark brood from swarming the world of men. Great Dragon's vigilance alone has kept us safe from their blind rage. Is that so? I'm sorry. I never knew. Humph! You don't need to know everything. But you should remember that. Yet, grandmother, we encountered those creatures on the way here. And they have begun to appear in the lands we live in as well. What does this mean? You have seen the effects of the omen that has appeared in the south. There is an energy there that has fouled the air and darkened the sky. The great dragon left Darkling Woods and went south to investigate. We of the village wished to protect the great dragon, and so I sent my grandson, Saleh, along as well. But they became embroiled in battle, and the great dragon disappeared. Since that time, there's been no sign of the great dragon either here or abroad. We grew worried and directed Saleh to look for any trace of the great dragon. I am worried that the source of that foul energy may be responsible. Foul energy. From the south? Mur said something similar to this too. Is the great dragon you speak of one of the Manakete? Manakete? How dare you speak so of the great dragon? I'm sorry. But if you've seen the noble mirror, perhaps I can proceed more quickly. See, our great dragon took the form of Mistress Mur in her travels. And you tell me that you have seen the great dragon yourself, lass. Yes, Mur was with my brother. What? Where is this brother of yours? He leads a force of men against Grotto. Mur rides beside him. Saleh, this is urgent. You must leave for Grotto at once and rescue the Great Dragon. Understood. I will. Oh, where are you off to? If you're going to Grotto, the swiftest route takes you through Johanna. It would be to your advantage to join us in our journey for a time. It's far safer than being on your own. You have a point. Mistress Eirika, protecting the Great Dragon is my duty. Please allow me to travel with you on the road ahead. We are in your debt, matron. Not at all. All of our guidance comes from the Great Dragon. Soleil. Yes, I know. The road to Johanna lies here. Grandmother, thank you so much for everything. I know you'll help the Great Dragon, but please look after Soleil as well. He's not very personable, but he's the only grandchild I have. Village of Silence achievement unlocked. I'm going to give this next chapter an attempt or two. I'm going to warn you though, this next chapter is known as a royal pain in the ass. Our next destination is Emblem Canyon. Which is probably one of the toughest battles we'll find. Why do I say that? I say that because it's a map where one of the possible ways to win is simply to survive. Johanna, home of dancing white sands. This largely barren desert nation is infamous for its mercenary forces. In accordance with her husband's dying wish, the beautiful Ismare rules Johanna. The Queen of the White Dunes governs Johanna with grace and honor. When he was young, her son left Johanna. His whereabouts remain unknown. After passing through Caer Pelin, Eirika arrives in Johanna. There she finds the nation embroiled in combat with Grotto's forces. Chapter 13, Emblem Canyon. Warning, ads start in 5 minutes. My brother is dead. Reminder that we saw him most recently before Chapter 11, when he was questioning Eirika on her motives, doubted her, and then let her pass for now. As a result, Volter killed him and sent the rest of his men after her. That can't be. That's impossible. There's no mistake. Look for yourself. I've brought his corpse with me. And that's him right over there, isn't it? No. Brother. Not a pretty sight, eh? You'll be hard-pressed to ready that for a proper burial. But listen, Cormac, there's no reason for you to grieve. After all, who better than you to replace your brother in His Majesty's service? Picture it, General Cormac, the new and improved Sunstone, eh? Who did this? Who is responsible? Who? Glen's last orders were to find and subdue Eirika. 'Tis a pity I was delayed. I arrived to witness the final blow myself. I watched Eirika run her blade right through his chest and then flee. Eirika! Where is she now? What would you do if I told you? Without orders from His Majesty. Answer me! In the eastern mountains of Carchino. The forests are thick in that region. It won't be easy finding her, but He takes off. Gone already? I've sent a gift your way, Eirika, but I trust you can handle it. You're my girl, after all. I need you to be strong for me. Messenger! Messenger! I bring word from Frelia. Go on, what news do you bring? Prince Inns, you're alive and well! When the reinforcements rode into Carcino, you were nowhere to be seen. We thought perhaps the enemy forces had reached you, and... It's good to see you well, my lord. I'm sorry to have troubled you. But remember, the duty I bear is a harsh master. It will not let me die easily. Of course, Prince Inns. Yes, what word do you bring of Frelia? Speak! Yes, your highness. Frelia has invaded Carcino and engaged the traitor Pablo's mercenary army. With aid from Elder Klimt, we are crushing the foe where we find them. Pablo's faction is retreating ever southward towards Johanna. They must be planning to join with the Grotto forces there. Pardon me, but I must know. Do you have word of my brother? Yes. Prince Ephraim has forced the surrender of Grotto's fortress at Rigwald. What we did in Chapter 9 of his story. He is now marching onward toward the Imperial capital. Towards the capital? That fool, Emperor Vergard himself and his Imperial Guard are in the capital. It's too strong a force, even for Ephraim. No, I believe in my brother. I know he fights still. This bracelet tells me so. Ah, Eirika! Is it time to go already? La Rachel. We're going to break through the Grotto lines and join the army of Johanna. You should keep to the rear where it's safe. No, I will stay with you. Confronting evil boldly is the sworn duty of any ally of justice. Ad should start any moment, and it may be that Grotto's goal is the stone of Johanna. I cannot stand by and let it be destroyed. La Rachel? Where'd you come by such information? That, well, the wind whispered to me in the night. Ads, back in a moment. Yep. Thank you, pup. I'm currently on an ad break for the next minute and a half, but I will take my drink. You can vouch for me. We completed Chapter 12 while you were gone. It was rough riding at first, but we managed to pull through. The main issue being a bunch of gargoyle reinforcements flying through the mountains, making it hard to get first hit on them. Now we take on one of the tougher chapters in Eirika's story in the Battle of Hamil Canyon. Stretch a bit. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, says we're back. Currently in the cutscene leading up to chapter 13. Don't disconnect from me, controller. Wind whispered to me in the night. The wind whispered to you? Yes, that's right. And according to that gentle breeze, there are knights riding this way from Roston even as we speak. But if we can hold out until they arrive, the battle will surely be ours. Considering I barely slept, how am I holding up? Better than I thought, honestly. I think I slept in, like, the amount of time to, like, get a good REM cycle in. I don't know how much you know about REM cycles, but, basically, if you wake up on the right part of your REM cycle, because you go into, like, deep sleep and light sleep alternating. And you can be extra hard to, like, stay awake if you wake up or woken up when you're in your deep sleep. So I think I woke up at a good time. I do want to get more sleep after the stream, don't get me wrong. Anyways, La Rachel is hinting at one of the conditions of this coming battle. It is a defeat the general or survive until the turn limit ends. That means it's going to be a pain in the ass and a half. Come, Eirika, let us be on our way. Wait a moment. La Rachel, who are you? Yeah, you know about REM cycles? Okay, some people don't know, so I like to ask. They should be arriving any time now. Are you ready, Ayas? Everything's in place. This Princess Eirika supposedly defeated General Glenn. I wonder if it's true, then she's a foe to be reckoned with. And no doubt. Still, there's no reason to worry. I can best her. I know it. You'll take her, I've no fear. Fought as mercenaries together, and I know what you're capable of. I could search the continent over and not find a man to match your skills. Honored to hear you say that. But I've no interest in the titles and trappings of Grotto's Imperial Army. Don't say that. You're glad you came with me, right? You know we were both sick to death of living like desert rats. Going to be a king one day. This war is just the beginning. Ah, it starts again. Word has it that the Knights of Roston are riding from the north. They are mine. I can trust this mess to your capable hands, can't I, Ice? You remember what they called me when we were mercenaries, don't you? I was never once wounded on the field of battle, not once. My skill is not garish and loud like yours, but I've never known defeat. Hey, Fire Luigi. How goes it? Guess that is true. I'm depending on you, Ias. All units prepare for battle. Princess Eirika, the enemy is arrayed before us. We've word that Pablo's mercenary army is closing in from the rear. You must be cautious. All we have to do is hold them off until the Knights of Roston arrive. If we can do that, victory is as good as ours. Let's get started, shall we, Eirika? Indeed. Chapter 13, Battle of Hamil Canyon, Objective Survive. So as you can see, there is space to get ambushed on the left side. And a veritable wall of horses on the right. Horses, armor, and mercenary might. There are two ways to win this battle. Survive until the Roston reinforcements arrive, at which point they will retreat. Or taking down Aias himself. That being said, Aias is not a pushover. A defense of 20 and a resistance of 13 make it hard to even scratch the man, let alone with his added defense on the fort and added dodge chance. He also has weapons equating to all 3 weapons of the weapon triangle. If you let him counter you, he can get the weapon triangle advantage. He has a short spear to start for range, and a silver blade, and a sword slayer. That being said, it does leave him with one weakness. He does have weapons from all 3 types of the weapon triangle, but both the spear and the sword slayer are meant to deal with swords. He does not have a weapon to be super effective against lances, although he can do neutral. That being said, you're more likely going to be trying to survive this map, especially with the range some of these guys have. This map is going to be all hands on deck. Let us just take a look at some of the weaponry our foes have. We have bows at the ballistas, iron lances from the knights. We have promoted units starting to show up in more frequent arrangements, including rangers that have swords and bows. Cavaliers for range. The ever-annoying sleep staff priest. Get close enough and he will put your units to sleep. We have Physic for long-range healing. Ha! And they think we can get a thief up here? Good fucking luck with that. More rangers. The one saving grace to start this fight is that we do not have to deal with a lot of specialty weaponry that is meant to fucking nuke us. That being said, that is little condolences when it comes to a map like this. With all the bows around, I am grounding the horses. We ride with Ford and Franz instead today. Eirika didn't once use her sword, so I'm going to give it to Ford. Mulder gets a heal instead of his torch because it doesn't do anything when it's not a Fog of War map. I want to use Joshua, but he's been more of a liability to me than anything. I'll give his Armor Slayer to Kyle for now. We'll need all of Kyle's defense if we wish to stand a chance right now. We save and we do at least one attempt. This is going to be a tough battle, though, and I don't expect to finish it today. At least not without some trouble. I'm not going to attack all 3 ballistas, but I am going to try to attack the top and bottom ones. For that reason, I put the horses at the corners here. We attempt the battle. If we wish to survive, we have to survive all 11 turns on this. It is either that, or break through this wall and take down Ias. Either way, it is not an easy task. One ballista's down, but the other guy will probably occupy it. Unless we occupy it first. We can't OHKO him, but we can keep him from getting into that ballista and firing at someone more vulnerable. Down on the south side, we don't have quite the firepower to break this guy down in a single shot. What we do have is backup. An okay level. It gave us strength, and that's really about it. The other person here will get into this ballista, though. Don't send anyone too squishy down low yet. This turn, I'll probably send like this. Attack of 17, defense of 8, dodge of 39 versus hit chance of 93. I don't really like those odds. This is one of the few maps where it's probably a good idea to have Garcia and Ross if you've trained them both. Because there's lance users down here, and here, and here. A lot of lance users in the early stages. And forward they march. Ross has no trouble with the South Brigade. While Franz has the weapon triangle up here for this match. But it's not fast enough to double. Whiff. KO. Single-digit hit chances are always fun to see on the opponent. Ballista misses. Reminder that that ballista gets 5 shots. This guy goes for the straight attack and misses a 56. Nami kills him in retaliation. Good job. Oh, come on. That was 2 coin flips we lost. Oh well. As you can see, a theme of this map is going to be reinforcements. And unlike the spawning enemies, these guys have specialized weaponry. Fuck your horse, and a distance option. Approach with care. Let's go ahead and shoot this guy down from as far away as we can go. Because I don't want to particularly deal with that right now. Ross can come up and defend the top side now. He is running out of regular axe uses. I might have made a mistake there. I'll have Soleil bait out the... Soleil can bait out the bandit with the guy with the axe, the hand axe. Words are hard. Get the kill on you, and then we got the guy up top as well. Oh, come on. Up, thank you for the hydrate, redeem pup. But yeah, you can see why this is definitely one of the tougher missions in Eirika's story, especially on hard. Whenever a unit takes more enemies, takes more hits to kill and knock off the map, it's easier to be overwhelmed. I'll use the lance. I wish I could do 1 more damage, but I would rather take the guarantee. Good going, Franz. Now then, this is going to be a bit rough here. Even in the best case scenario. Oof, that hit chance. What is your dodge? 40 plus weapon triangle advantage. I guess I should have suspected. I think this guy's a tank. Good lord. We might need to grind off stream for this chapter. The way things are going. Although I might have locked myself in, I'm not sure. Yeah, that's pretty rough. We'll take down as many as we can in this turn, at least. Heal up if we can. I feel like we're gonna lose it this turn, but I've got to try. 1 hit point down. 3 hit points down. No one really needs healing right now. I'm just gonna... is the dancer in the way? Ugh, that's gonna be a problem. Didn't even think about where the ranger could move. Hits. Alright, the sword guy moves down. Archer gets a pop shot. At least he's exposed. Whiff. That's good. He was blocked from attacking Soleil. Up, someone else was able to go for Tethys. Thankfully she dodged. She's in the forest. We win a coin flip. And the speed match, we lose the other coin flip. But considering that winning both of them would have killed us, that's something I'll take, I suppose. Ooh. Hit! Miss. Miss. As you can see, we have our hands full right now. And more reinforcements have arrived. We focus on what we can. Soleil baits those in the west side. Grabs a Zombato. It could be useful if I can get it up to the front lines, but that's a tough order right now. Ford takes down the one who had the audacity to go after Tethys. Kyle has the Armor Slayer, so he'll make short work of the top guy. Let's see here. Franz can take down the archer here. Good thing right now is we don't have to worry about weapon triangle with the rangers, because they're all on bows right now. Because they saw a chance to attack and not be attacked. That being said, if we get too close, we draw the attention of the knights. Like Franz has to start here. Coin flip. Win. Level up. More defense is appreciated right now, I suppose. Eirika doesn't really have the most options right now. We bring it closer to the front lines. And as you say, it marks blue when you can stand there, so if we take out here, I don't think it can reach us that one at least. We fire. Hit! The fun begins, theoretically. We do have to not die. He does have enough magic to do this with a heal. Heal breaks, but that's expected. We form a wall for now. Rune sword to counter. How badly does this go? I feel like I missed something. I feel like Franz specifically is about to die. Am I right? Whiffs. We're getting lucky with these dodges. Tethys is baiting more than I'd like. Hit. We live for now, but there's another shot. Yeah, there it goes. Alright. That's all the attempts I'm going to do today because it's a long chapter. I did want to at least show off an attempt of it today, though. Apologies for not finishing it first try. But that's what next week is for, I suppose. Send y'all to... I think I lasted longer than I was expecting, honestly, but yeah, it happens like that sometimes. Gonna have y'all raid the bear. Playing Stardew Valley right now. Give her a shout for me. Spinoza correct, I'll give you another attempt on this map next week, and I'll see you tomorrow for Sonic Adventure DX Knuckles story, I believe. Have a good day now, bye-bye.